This Friday.
Oh,
Yeah. And we're ready
MET is they'll do a great job. John Meacham he's a co-host.
Now, you know what? How did you get She started back.
Let me just say one thing to all of you, that whatever else may be said here tonight, there's only one thing that's really important that you carry away from tonight, and that is that I understand the connection between what you all do and supporting KNME and what I do, the News Hour. We are all in this together, boys and girls. And there are folks like you all over the country. Every time somebody comes along, and it does, I know it's hard to believe, there are some folks in politics who think they want to do something to public broadcasting. And every time they try, somebody says, public broadcasting is not another federal agency. It ain't the post office, boys and girls. And it's because of folks like you who care and, more importantly, even understand what we are about in public broadcasting and what we are about specifically at the News Hour. And you care enough to give your energy and your resources and your spiritual help and support. It makes it possible for me and my colleagues at the News Hour to operate in an independent way that causes us to do the kind of journalism we want to do, rather than a couple of wah-wahs or 7 wah-wahs or even 27,000 wah-wahs sitting in a room saying, oh, well, you know, you shouldn't cover that, you know, whatever. Our mistakes are our own because of you all. What I mean is, you provide me the opportunity to make our own mistakes. Anyhow, it's very important to me that you understand that I get it. That I couldn't do what I do without folks like you. And I came here tonight to say that. And that's my only message. Thank you very much. I understand the importance of you in my life and in my professional life, and all my colleagues do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ho ho! Probably more appropriate for the occasion would be, on board, please!
By the way, I'll have you know, I also pinned Joe Naccio, the CEO of Quest, about 10 years ago, and he went to federal prison. So don't let that bother you. Don't think about it.
Mel is here to support me and protect me.
That's right. Don't mess with Mel if I can.
He's from Kansas, though, so it's close by.
He's from Kansas, Rock Chalk Jail. Yes.
There you go. Thank you for coming to Albuquerque. You're not doing that many cities on this tour. How did Albuquerque fit in? You're only doing about 8 or 9 cities.
Because Albuquerque is one of the, if not the most special city in America. You know, it just proves that, well, if journalism doesn't work out for me, maybe I can run for office. I have 3 or 4 reasons for being here in Albuquerque. One of them is that I have a huge debt because I was supposed to come a few years ago for some events here for you all, and I got sick and couldn't come. So I have what's called a rain check. I made up that term all by myself. The other thing is the Albuquerque is on the route of the Super Chief. Huge. I mean, the train, the Super Chief used to stop here, and the conductor would announce that we're here in Albuquerque. You are free to get off the train, and we encourage you to take your billfold with you and buy curios, because they would lay out the Indian curios on the platform when the train stopped here. And it was a main place on the Super Chief, both going east and west. So it made a lot of sense. In fact, on this book tour, I started in Chicago and went to Kansas City. Now I'm in Albuquerque. I'm going to Los Angeles, and there have been other places in between. In fact, do you want to have a Q&A, or do you want me to just keep going?
No, this is great.
South Texas. I worked as a ticket agent in the Congo Trails bus depot, a place called Victoria, and I learned how to call the buses. And I used to do that on a book tour. I would call buses all the time. Now I do it every time I make a speech for good luck. But I modified my expertise, my bus call expertise. I'll do bus call too if there's a public demand here. I hear the voice of a public demand. All right, let me do the bus call, and then I will tell you. Then I'll do the call that I'm here for. This is what I would do. This is 1950s. Spoke into a microphone, the PA system in Victoria, calling the bus, and I would do this. May I have your attention, please? This is your last call for Continental Trailways, 8:10 p.m. Silverside air-conditioned through liner to Houston. Now leaving from Lane 1. Fernández, Edna, Canedo, Louise, El Campo, Pierce, Barton, Humboldt, Candleton, Beasley, Rosenberg, Richmond, Sugarland, Stafford, Missouri City, and Houston. In Houston, Huntsville, Buffalo, Corsicana, Dallas, Fort Worth, Wichita Falls, Amarillo, Tucumcari, Gary, Albuquerque, Flagstaff, and Los Angeles. All aboard! I believe, and I told my children, and I told my grandchildren, that it's important to have a skill set. And that's relevant to this discussion because, to tonight, and where I am and what I'm doing here, is because I've got this new book about the super chief. Called the buses. All right, so here's what I've been doing since I left Washington 14 days ago today, going door to door selling this book. May I have your attention, please? Dearborn Station, Chicago. How many of you all know about Dearborn Station, Chicago? Okay. We're at Dearborn Station, Chicago. It's April 1956. And the PA system comes on, and you hear this. May I have your attention, please? Passengers may now board at track 7, train 17, the Super Chief. The Atchison, Topeka, the Santa Fe's, first class, all sleeping cars, streamliner to Los Angeles, making stops only at Fort Madison, Kansas City, Newton, Hutchinson, Dodge City, La Junta, Raton, Albuquerque, Gallup, Winslow, Flagstaff, Needles, Barstow, San Bernardino, Pasadena, and Union Station, Los Angeles. All aboard!